Hello everybody, welcome for a new video, a little analyze of one performance of a skater last weekend in Arena Gesingen. We spoke a lot about Felix Ryan, of course, for the world hour record, but I want to go back today on the 200 meter race, because Jan Martin Mende, he make an amazing 200 meters race, dobbin sprint, and he did a time of 13.853, so it's the third best time ever on a flying lap.
I think he's gonna go next 100 meters, last corner, going a little bit up and down now to build the speed out of the corner. A lot of speed leg and quite some impressive contact push. A little longer stop, yeah, long rolling in the first corner, but that's possible when they go fast. Correct this, yeah, still a long rolling in the second corner, a lot of speed leg out of the corner, eagle finish, and 13.853.
So first we're gonna watch this race alone. Now at this moment, at real speed, he's taking his speed, building the speed quite good. In the last 100 meters before the flying, he's doing 8.01, so it's already pretty fast, which means he builds a lot of speed. Then, as you can see, quite regular lap. The two half lap was very good and very similar. So 13.853, sorry, is a really amazing time. So let's go back point by point. First we will look at, let's say, his tactic. When you do such a good time, for sure you have a tactic in mind, and to make this tactic, the first point on a flying lap on a dobbin sprint is you want to arrive with your maximum speed on the starting line, and this he did quite good. When he built the speed, it's 8.01 is in his half lap before starting the time, so it's quite fast. And what he did very good is he used very nicely the little uphill of the track. So when you are in Gesingen, the uphill at the beginning and out of the corner is not so much, but in the middle of the corner, that's where you have most of the hill in this kind of track. So he went quite up, and in the middle of the corner he went down to the apex, and it's really a good solution. That's the best way to build the speed on this track. If you stay too high, actually the whole corner, you don't get the maximum rope to create speed. So you make less effort by using the rope super nicely to build this speed. That's the first good point. Second point that he is doing very good is in the first half lap, he actually do two cross at the beginning of the corner, like he really attacked the corner with two cross. Then he has a rolling moment, which is 1.09 seconds. So it's a little bit long, but it can really happen. When you go so fast, it's super hard to restart skating, and even you have to wait almost after the apex moment to restart skating. And he really secure actually and play with the limit before rebuilding speed. If you restart too early and you miss the moment, then it's very hard to rebuild speed, and then everything is finished. You cannot do an amazing time. Out of the corner, you do 4 cross. So how do I count the cross actually? When he the easy way to count how many cross you do in the corner is you count when the right leg is landing on the ground. Then you are sure you can count always the same way it's crossing. So in this case, he do 4 cross out of the corner. And the first half lap of his race is with a time of 6.92. So really really good time. You have to be under 7 seconds for sure in this first half if you want to make your best. Second half lap is doing almost the same. 2 cross, 1.04 stop, and 4 cross out of the corner. In the straight line, he is doing 2 movements. So I count only the left leg. So it's my easy way to count how many steps the skater do is I count the right leg in the corner, and I count the left leg in the straight line. So it makes it much easier for me to make sure I count always the same step for everybody. So that's the tactic I think he had. Make sure you arrive full speed on the line and make 2 times exactly the same half lap. So that means he trained for this and he know what he has to do before the race. Actually, I think that was his plan, and he could respect exactly what he wanted to do.
Can do better today on this track. I think he's gonna go next 100 meters. Last corner, going a little bit up and down now to build the speed. Out of the corner, a lot of speed leg and quite some impressive contact push. A little longer stop, rolling. Yeah, long rolling in the first corner, but that's possible when they go fast. Correct this, yeah, still a long rolling in the second corner, a lot of speed leg out of the corner. Eagle finish and 13.853.
Second part of the analyze, let's go a little bit on the trajectory. Most of the time we could recommend some skater to take shorter line, but depend really of what speed you go. If you go, it's a wide track, it's a wide corner radius also, so you can skate quite much to the inside. But when you go really fast like this, when you go under 14 seconds for sure, or even 14.0, you have to take almost the wide part of the track. So here when he builds speed, he's really from the start he's taking almost using almost all the track. He give a little space to the outside, maybe 1 meter. As you can see, he's like 1 meter out of the barrier, so still it's wide for this track. Then he jump quite early and follow really the apex part of the corner. That means some skaters, they would go maybe 30 centimeters out of the line, and that's already too much distance to be able to make the best time. Here it's super close to the white line at the apex, and that's a detail that you cannot miss if you want to get the best time. Then out of the corner, he's also not going out too early. He tried to stay close to the white line as long as he can, and then he let the speed bring him outside quite much. You see, he's again about 1 meter. He's not in the last starting line here. He stay a little bit inside, almost same position to attack the corner for the last half. Really perfect job, almost same thing. 2 cross, 1 second, little more rolling moment, and still is skating super close to the white line during the whole corner. Out of the corner again, 4 step, so really good. Also very nice timing for the eagle finish. You don't do it too early, that's a mistake some skaters do. They do it too early, but as soon as you stop pushing, you lose speed. So you have to make sure you can maintain your speed as long as possible. So the tactic was good, the trajectory I think was really under control. Now let's go a little bit on the technical part. And the technical part in this, in my opinion, the good point is like he stay kind of relaxed. So when you sprint in skating, in inline speed skating, if you want to move too fast, sometimes you don't have time to create the power and to create the grip with the ground. So basically you cannot apply the maximum power. So it's not in sprint, it's not the skater who move the leg the fastest that will go with the maximum speed. You want to move a little bit slower to make sure you can apply the right power into the ground to make your body move fast. So not moving your arms and your legs fast, but moving, let's say, the gravity center as fast as possible. So in this exercise, he did really good that day. I think that was a quite amazing performance. It take time, the pushing time is really good. He just also is under control. I think when he's doing this, he's not thinking I have to go fast. He's more thinking make sure you have the grip, and then you apply the power into the ground as much as you can. So that's a really good technical part. Also in the corner, his leaning is very good. I think he find the right angle in the leaning in the corner. He's not leaning too much. Sometimes skaters, they want to put the hip too much inside of the skate, and then you lose the grip with the ground at this moment. At this moment he's having the hip inside, but not really a lot, so it helps really him to maintain the pressure. And when he's rolling, it's like 1 second, 104 second, 109 second. Actually, try to maintain the pressure of the wheels during the rolling. So it's super important, and especially with the code white like this, if you can maintain the pressure, then it will kind of pop out of the corner, and this is giving him a lot of speed when he decides to accelerate again after the rolling moment. So technically very good, because he takes his time to secure all the push, and then he is leaning a perfect angle inside the corner. I think this is the really good point I have from this on this 200-meter race. In this video, it's super important to look how good his tactic was planned before the race, how under control he was on the trajectory during the race, and how good the technique was also at this speed with this pressure. When I mean, he had almost no race in the year, it's only one moment, you have only few seconds to make it good, and he could maintain this level of skills for 13.85 seconds. So it's really amazing. Congratulations for this time. Now I just dropped you the video of Edwin Estrada, who did 13.801 in 2016, so 4 years ago. Now it's very close for the record. Edwin was also on code white actually, so it seems it's a good wheels for sprint in the Arena Gesingen. So let's compare this. I let you analyze the difference between Jan Martin Mende and Edwin Estrada when he set up the record. And congratulations again for this amazing time. I think it's the third best performance ever on a flying lap in Gesingen. Thank you for following the video, and see you for another analyze. Also little things. There is more and more skater doing YouTube channel, and I really encourage you to subscribe to every of them. Felix Ryan have a cool channel. Joey Monte is also doing a new channel. He has 2 channels, so make sure you go and set on the good one, because he's doing a lot of video at the moment, lot of analyze, lot of cool video skating, and he knows a lot about technique also, of course. So amazing channel to follow. And let's push the sport and keep promoting the sport like this. Thanks for following, and see you in the next video.